Yeah, we're on day 4 of the personal coaching in the first week of our piano class. We talked about conditional and unconditional love, and today we're getting a bit more practical, and we have a look at how conditional and unconditional thinking is working in the field of piano playing. Well, in my development, I was 9 years, and there was an old lady from the neighborhood coming into our house and giving piano lessons to my elder brother and sisters. And I heard it all the time. I was the youngest, or I'm still the youngest. That will never change. And I said to my mother, well, I also want to have piano lessons. And she allowed me, and then I took piano lessons. This was an old lady. She was very lovingly, and she was teaching us, and so I got a good start. But also, you see, with her, there was a funny aspect of conditional thinking. My mother was sort of fed up by listening to always the same pieces 4 times in that afternoon of music teaching, and she asked the lady if she could possibly take some other pieces, but she was very much upset about that. Well, just want to tell you that also persons who have irradiation of unconditional love, they have conditional thinking as well. One cannot exist without the other. And later I had to change the teacher because the lady was fairly old. She died sometime, and then I came to another teacher who motivated me very much to practice. Yeah, and the opposite is a very conditional teaching. I'm very sorry for the Russian piano teachers, but for me this is like a horror picture. The Russian lady having a wooden ruler, and if the student plays wrong, she hits on his hand, and makes him practice hard. So this is a conditional teaching with dominance and so on. It may work, and people may get a lot of technique and good skills, but the basis, I question the basis. I prefer to irradiate love and say, guys, let's do the work at the same time. There's no contradiction. These are the two sides. It's a polarity. We're always between the poles. Unconditional love and conditional love and conditional thoughts. So when we are dealing with a lot of people in society or in piano competitions, we have to rate people, we have to value things, we have to compare people, but it depends on the attitude we have with it. If we always think, oh, it must be higher, faster and better, and so this is too much on the side of the conditional love, and it lets people have less and less fun. They will be fanatic and too much narrow-minded on this target to get the perfection. And what do you say about prodigy children? I have met a 11-year-old girl. She plays Liszt, Année de Pèlerinage. She is really talented. She's having concerts once in a while in big places. She seems to be very lucky with that. But how did you judge that? I think it's a wonder of life that she's brought so much talent with her, and she can live it, playing the piano. Whatever she will do later, if she will focus on the family or make a professional career, I would accompany her, give her support as much as she wants, let her play so she will not lose her childhood. and let her have fun. And it is sometimes difficult to build a real personality of an artist with such preconditions. But also when the maturation comes, how do you call it, the adolescence comes, sometimes prodigy children, they lose their talent somehow, and they are getting to know their physical body in a different way, and it changes many things. And if they manage to bring that over and achieve the consciousness of the mature personality, then they really can become great artists. Yeah, the piano competitions, it's everybody wants to make the first prize. Of course, only one person can get it, and the rest has to fall out. So this is sort of judgment which can be very hurting. I've also lost competitions. I've won prizes and I've lost. So you have to go through that. And first you take it personal, then you can take it professional. Say, yeah, I make 20 competitions, and maybe I will get 1 or 2 prizes. Just don't care about the 18 others. That will be a professional attitude. There's always a certain statistics and things, and when you have this coolness, you will be even more sovereign when you play in the competition. Yeah. And you can only see for yourself if you are rating or validating something or yourself, or if you're judging yourself. I would recommend to less judge and just validate things in your life about yourself. Judging doesn't help anybody. It destroys your self-esteem. You have no results which you can use later. So there's little value in doing that. Try to create values which are eternal. The value of being able to love people is the greatest value. And the value of being able to play the piano is a fantastic value and will create a lot of joy. You can give a lot of joy to other persons with that. So become an artistic personality who sees making music as a task. It's like a wonderful task in life with which you can touch many people, and this is a good scope also for the whole thing, and it's worth working hard for it. So this short reflection was coaching for today, but I hope it will continue in your thoughts over the whole day and the whole future. You will think about it again and again. I also do. And I had fantastic idols. Some of my teachers, the last one, I named him Konrad Hansen. He was one of the last great pianists in Germany. I met him when he was about 80, and he was so devout. He wanted to serve the music text. He wanted to serve what the composer might have thought. He was deeply going into the text and work out as hard as possible what the composer wants. He was sort of the servant of the composer as an interpreter. That's a good attitude, and the people will hear it. It will just make the music expand and be there. And music will speak for itself. It's like a divinity coming through the composer, through the interpreter, and streaming over to the audience. To be a channel for that, this is sort of the nicest aspect of that. Become a channel, work hard, so your tube through which your channel gets wider and wider. I'm giving you the techniques that you can widen your tube until you become a channel, until you are a channel for very beautiful music. Thank you.